Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. In this video, I shall be covering provisions pertaining to set off and carry forward of losses. So before you go forward with the chapter, you have to understand two terms, that is set off and carry forward. For instance, you've got two different businesses, say a textile business and a steel industry, steel business. So you are generating loss in one particular business and you are generating gain in the other business. The loss what is incurred from one business can be set off with the gain in the other business, and in case the gain is not sufficient to cover the entire loss whatever you have generated in one business, that can be further carried forward to the subsequent year. Now let me share my screen with you. Now under set off and carry forward, under set off you have two kinds of adjustments. One is your intra head adjustment and the second one is inter head adjustment. Now what is intra? Now consider marriage within the same community, within the same caste, that is called as intra. Now you have five different heads of income. What are they? You have got salary, you've got HP, you've got PGBP, you've got capital gains, and you've got income from other sources. Now consider the head PGBP as one particular caste. Now the loss that has been incurred from one business can be set off from the gain of the other business, but please note it is within the same head. This is called as intra head adjustment. All right, now first we'll look at the intra head adjustment. What it's telling you is whenever you have a loss from one source of income, it can be set off against the income of another source within the same head. So under PGBP you have two sources. The first source is say steel business, the second source is say textile business. Now the loss from one source can be set off from the profit of another source but under the same head. This is called as intra head adjustments. However, there are few exceptions to this particular provision. What are they? For example, you have got a speculative business. A loss from a speculative business cannot be set off from a non-speculative business. That is, if you have a speculative business, say you have got a speculative business and you have got a non-speculative business. Loss from this business cannot be set off from non-speculative business. All right. And the second one is, however, loss from speculative business can be set off only against profit of a speculative business. And then the next point is specified business loss. For instance, there are a list of 14 specified businesses, and any loss which you incur under those specified businesses can be set off only gains of specified businesses. There are a list of 14. One of them is, you can say, cold storage facility. On similar lines, there are a total of 14. So any loss from those can be set off only profit of specified businesses. And again, long-term capital gain can be set off against long-term capital gain only. Then the last one is loss from owning and maintaining race horses. If you have any profit from owning and maintaining race horses, only then you can set off a loss. So if you have a loss from owning and maintaining race horses, you can only set off from the gain of owning and maintaining resources and nothing else. So these four are exemptions. And in addition to that, you can set off however you want. Now coming to inter-head adjustment. Now consider this. In the present day trend, what is your family doing? First, they will try to search a match in your own community. Okay, so it's like community wedding. If you don't find a bride in your particular community, then they will go to intercaste, inter-community, correct? Similarly, the first step is you will search for a gain in your particular head only. And if it is not possible, if you don't have a gain in your particular head, then you will go and search in another head. So your inter-head adjustment means loss under one head of income can be set off against income from another head of income, but in the same previous year. For example, as I already told you, you have business one, business two. If you have loss in business one and gain in business two, you will set it off. All right, you will set it off. If you're not able to cover your loss, for example, the loss from business one is not being covered under, is not being set off from the gain of business two, and you don't have any other source under PGBP, then you will go into another head of income. I hope it is clear. And this inter-head set off can be done in the same year. All right. And if you are not able to set off here, even first you'll try for intra-head. If that is not possible, you'll go for inter-head. And if that is also not possible, then you'll go carrying it forward to the next year. However, when you carry it forward to the next year, you cannot change heads. That is, you cannot set off from another head. You can set off from your same head. For instance, say, you have got loss from one particular source of PGBP, and you have got gain under another source under the same head PGBP. This loss you will try to set it off from the gain. When you are not able to cover your loss from the same source under the same head, then you will go to another head. All right. Say loss from house, you have got profit. You have got profit under house property. Now the loss from first business will be first set off from gain of another business first under the same head. If it is not covering, then you will search for another head. Consider you have profit under, you've got income under HP. Then you will try to set it off here. Even if HP is not able to accommodate to your loss, then you will carry it forward to the subsequent year, next year. You will be carrying it forward to the next year. And next year, what will you do? Next year again, if you have a profit in your business, either of the businesses, you will set it off. And if you are still not able to set it off, you will again carry it forward to the subsequent year, but you will not inter-head set off in the carried forward year. That is, in the subsequent year, you will not be, you cannot inter-head adjust. All right. You can only intra-head adjust. That is, you can adjust within the same head once you carry it forward, and you cannot inter-adjust it. Now, even under inter-head adjustment, you have got few exemptions. What is that? Speculative business loss can be set off only against speculative business income, which you have already seen in intra-head also. Coming to specified business loss, it can be set off only against specified business income. And here long-term capital loss can be set off against long-term capital gain only. And the fourth point is about the race horses. Any loss from maintenance of race horses, okay, any loss from owning and maintenance of race horses can be set off only against owning and maintaining, only against gain from owning and maintaining race horses. And the fifth point, short-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain, it can be set off only against a short-term capital loss can be set off only against short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain. I repeat, your short-term capital loss can be set off against short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain, whereas long-term capital gain cannot be set off against short-term capital gain. Please note this. Long-term capital gain cannot be set off against short-term capital gain. And the last one, loss from business cannot be set off against salary. One very important point. Your loss from business can never be set off from salary. And the star point, for carry forwarded losses, inter-head adjustment is not allowed, which I have already told you. Now let's see to what extent is inter-head adjustment possible. Now you have got income from salary. It is not practical that you get a loss from salary. Either you get it or you don't get it. There's no question of loss here. Loss is not possible. And coming to income from house property, first you'll go for intra-head adjustment. That is, you have say 4 house properties, out of which 1, 2, 3, 4, out of which fourth one is giving a huge loss. How will you actually get a loss when you don't have proper tenant, or the tenant is not giving you income, or say any other reason, and you are paying interest? You'll end up actually paying, you'll end up actually generating a loss. So in this particular case, what will you do? You will set off the loss from one house property from the income from generated from the remaining 3 houses. All right. First, you will intra-head adjust. After under the same head, then you will go for inter-head adjustment. Inter-head adjustment. Now, please note, inter-head adjustment, your max permissible is only up to 2 lakhs. That is, beyond 2 lakhs loss, you cannot set off from any other head. Important point. And after intra-head, you'll go for inter-head. After inter-head also, if you're not able to actually cover up your loss, then you'll carry it forward for the subsequent year. And the third one is profits and gains from business and profession. Whatever loss you generate from speculative business, you will set it off against speculation business income only, or else there is no other choice. You have to carry it forward. You don't have an option to inter-head adjust it. Keep aside inter-head. Even under the same head, you cannot set it off from any other business apart from speculation business. Then the next one, loss from specified business. Now, you will be setting it off only against specified business income. That is, you have a list of 14 businesses under that particular section. So loss from one particular business can be set off against gain from the specified business only, and then you can only carry it forward. Again, even in this case, considering this is an exemption, you cannot even inter-adjust it. Only intra-head you can, that too from the same specified business. And any other business loss, first you will adjust it within the same head. That is intra-head, you will adjust it. If that is not happening, if that is not covering up the loss, then you'll go for inter-head adjustment. However, you will not adjust it from your salary. Important point, you will not adjust it from your salary. and but other heads you can do it. If it is not, it is not adjusting even from the other heads, then you will carry it forward to the subsequent year. Now the next head is capital gain. Short-term capital loss, it can be only set off against short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain. And then you can carry it forward. And then coming to your long-term capital loss, you can set it off only from long-term capital gain. Please ignore this. It is a mistake here. So your long-term capital loss can be set off only long-term capital gain. And if your loss is not able, if you're not able to accommodate your loss with the gain, if any, then you can carry it forward. And your short-term capital loss, you will first set it off against short-term capital gain, then long-term capital gain, if any, then you can carry it forward. Coming to income from other sources, basically you can only inter-adjust, but you cannot carry it forward to the subsequent year in case of loss from income from other sources. Under IOS, if you have any loss, you can only inter-adjust, but you cannot carry it forward. However, if there is a loss from owning and maintaining race horses, this one case you can set off against the same income and you can also carry it forward. Two important points to note here under interhead adjustment is the maximum loss from house property which can be set off from the other heads is 2 lakhs. And then one more important point is once you carry it forward, any loss, it can be set off against the same head from any other source of the same head and you cannot inter-adjust it once you carry it forward. And let's see how many years can you carry forward each of these losses. When it comes to loss from house property, you can carry it forward for a period of 8 years. All right. And please note, if you want to carry forward your losses, basically you have to file your return. It is mandatory. But then when it comes to carrying forward of the loss from house property, it is not mandatory to file your return. When it comes to normal business loss, you have to mandatorily file your return for claiming loss, that is for carrying forward, and brought forward losses will be set off only against the same head, that is business income, and the time limit you can carry it forward for is 8 years. Coming to the speculative business income, after carrying it forward also you can only set off against speculative business loss, and the maximum time limit for which you can set it off is 4 years. That is you can you can carry it forward for a maximum period of 4 years. And here also your return filing is mandatory. Coming to the specified business loss, you can set it, whatever is brought forward, you can only set off against specified business income only. And the time limit for which you can actually carry it forward is unlimited. And the return, you have to compulsorily file it. This is speculative business gain. This is speculative specified business gain. Please ignore the errors. And then coming forward to your short-term capital loss, you can set it off. After carrying it forward, you can either set it off from your short-term capital gain or long-term capital gain, and you can carry it forward for a max of 8 years. And return filing is mandatory. And loss from long-term capital loss, you can set it off after carrying it forward also only from long-term capital gain, and the max period you can set it off is for a period of 8 years. That is, you can carry it forward for a period of 8 years, and then mandatory filing of return is yes. Coming to loss from owning and maintaining racehorses, you can carry it forward for a period of 4 years, and it is compulsory you file your return, and the brought forward loss also shall be only set off from income from owning and maintaining race horses. And unobserved depreciation, this is a very unique provision wherein there is no time limit as to how long can you actually carry it forward. You can carry it forward unlimitedly. And is it compulsory to file your return? No. So unobserved depreciation, you can carry it forward. You can also inter-adjust it even after carrying it forward. One special feature of this is you can even inter-adjust it from any other income except salary even after carrying it forward, whereas in the other cases it is not permissible. That is a special feature of unabsorbed depreciation. What is unabsorbed depreciation? Your depreciation alone is not, your profit is not even covering the depreciation part. The depreciation which is left unabsorbed by your profit is called unabsorbed depreciation, which can be carried forward for an unlimited period, and it can also be inter-adjusted from any other income except salary. Now, few important notes to be considered. Now, here the first point is whenever your output is exempt, that is no tax, you cannot claim a deduction on your input. Important point. So whenever income is exempt, similarly, losses do not have any tax treatment. That's it. That is, it should be ignored. So when your output, if it is treated as an exemption, that is coming under an exemption category, your loss also will not be considered under income tax. Then any loss from lottery, card games, races are not eligible for set off and carry forward of losses, and they cannot be set off against income referred to under 115BB, that is your lottery income. For example, you incur any loss from purchasing ticket or anything of that sort, you cannot set it off from your lottery income. Then brought forward losses from a business can be set off even if business is not continued. Say you have got a textile business and you have got another, say as we earlier mentioned, we have got a shoe production business. You have a loss, you have been incurring loss continuously here. All right, so you stopped this after 3 years and then you started your shoe profit, it is benefiting you a lot. Now, even if you shut this business down, the loss which has been accumulated here can be set off that and again carried forward to subsequent years, and it can be set off from the profits of subsequent years of this shoe business, subject to the limit here, that is 8 years as mentioned. And then how will you set off losses? How will you set off business losses? First, the current year depreciation, that is after carrying forward, how will you set off? First, the current year depreciation will be reduced. Then the brought forward losses will be reduced. Then only unabsorbed depreciation shall be taken into consideration. All right. And then if there is income under any head and eligible losses under any other head, such loss shall be first set off against income before set off and carry forward. For instance, what is it telling you? I'll repeat it again. If there is income under one head, say income from HP, you have got say you've got an income under HP, and you've got eligible losses under any other head. Now you've got PGBP. You've got a loss here. Here, such loss shall be first set off against income before set off and carry forward. That is, first you will search for income under PGBP. Okay, after setting off under income from PGBP, then you'll go for other heads. If only then, if you're not able to even adjust from the other heads also, then you will go forward to, then you will choose this carry forward option. You cannot straight away go forward like that. And the last point, set off of losses is not permissible under unexplained income. Now, what are section 68, 69, all these sections are, these are basically pertaining to unexplained expenditure, unexplained investment, unexplained unexplained cash credits and all these things. So your losses, whatever losses you have, set off of losses is not permissible against all these incomes under section 69. So this is one very important point you have to note. So this is all about your set off and carry forward of losses. It is a pretty simple chapter. I hope I was able to make you understand every bit of it. Thank you so much.